Hey everyone, welcome back to the Book Nook. So book club has been going great lately. In fact, we even decided to meet up in person last week. It was super fun. Well, except for one weird moment. As everyone was arriving, we had some music on and we were just chatting. But then Jenna walked in, heard the song playing, and suddenly went pale. I wondered what was going on. I mean, it was a good song. Then Jenna explained. A few weeks ago, she was exercising, jamming to that same song, when she took quite an embarrassing spill. What used to be a fun, energizing song was now tied to a painful memory. Poor Jenna. Have you ever had that happen? Where a rough experience in the past changes how you feel about something in the present? Pause and jot down your experience. Could you think of a time when a memory changed how you felt or acted later? Maybe a food you used to love now makes you queasy after you got sick one time. Or a place you used to visit now feels heavy because you miss the person you used to visit there. That's exactly how memories work in stories, too. Authors sometimes use flashbacks, those little peeks into a character's past, to help us understand why a character acts the way they do today. The past doesn't just sit quietly in the background. It ripples forward and guides choices, emotions, and clashes in the present. When we connect the past to the present, we can uncover the big ideas, the themes the author is working with. Let's trace how past conflict can affect the present and help us notice the theme by using a ripple, like when you drop a pebble in a puddle. Past conflict, present conflict, theme. Here's how it works. First, the flashback reveals something important about the character. Maybe a past struggle or something that hurt. Think back to Jenna explaining how she fell while listening to that song during her run. Next, we notice how that past hurt is rippling forward, shaping today's problem. In Jenna's case, now she feels embarrassed and sad every time she hears that song she used to love. Finally, we ask, what big idea is the author showing us through this conflict? When I think about Jenna's conflict, it shows me that our emotions are really strongly connected to our memories. And the same is true for characters in our favorite stories. They can also have past conflicts that impact their present. We can notice these same details and ask the same question. What big idea is the author showing us? Let's walk through this with Peter Pan. Think back to the present conflict in our latest chapter, when Peter refuses to help Wendy and the boys get home. He says, "Let them go. They were going to leave me anyway." On the surface, that seems pretty selfish, right? But then there's that moment when Peter remembers coming back home once, flying eagerly to his nursery window, and what? What exactly happened at Peter's window? What did Peter see and how did it make him feel? Write down 2 key details from the flashback to make sure you've got the moment clear before we move on. Did you catch what happened during Peter's flashback moment? Peter flew eagerly to his window, only to find it shut. Inside, another child was already asleep in his place. This is a flashback, or memory, of a past conflict. Poor Peter. Can you imagine how he must have felt? Okay, let's use that ripple effect linking the past and present to help us consider how these conflicts are shaping the big ideas of the story. Step 1. Break down the past conflict. Let's examine the flashback moment sentence by sentence. Peter flew eagerly to his window, but it was closed. Notice Peter is shut out. Inside, a strange boy was asleep in his bed. Notice Peter has been replaced. His mother looked out the window, but did not open it. How do you think that made Peter feel? We're identifying the hurt that shaped Peter. He felt shut out, replaced, rejected. Now on to step 2. Break down the present conflict. Let's look at what Peter is doing in the current moment. Peter refuses to help Wendy and the boys get home. Why? Because his past experience has made him afraid of being left behind. He thinks everyone's mother will do the same to them. The past conflict ripples forward and creates the present conflict. Peter clings to Neverland. He blocks others from leaving. His fear of abandonment or being left behind causes selfish choices. Okay, now step 3 is to consider the theme. Let's pull back and think. What big idea might the author be hinting at through this conflict? Remember, there might be different interpretations or ideas about what the theme could be. Use the evidence in the text to help you and jot some thoughts down now. How'd it go? Here's what I was thinking about. When Peter remembers the closed window, it helps us understand why he doesn't want to let Wendy and the others leave. He's scared of being left behind again. Maybe one theme here is about change. I'm thinking a big idea here is that change can be scary, like when Peter sees that someone else took his place at home, or like now, when not only Wendy, but even the Lost Boys want to leave Neverland. Does that sound like what you thought? Remember, there are many themes or big ideas we can connect to our own lives, not just one right answer. Keep your ideas in mind as you continue reading. Is there more evidence for your ideas, or do different themes emerge? We're still not sure how Peter is going to handle his present conflict. We'll have to keep reading. And there are other characters who have faced conflict, past and present, in our story. What might their flashback moments reveal about why they act the way they do now? Now it's your turn. In today's chapter, you'll read about Hook remembering something Peter did a long time ago, and how that memory is still controlling what he does now. Pay attention to how Hook's flashback shows his fear of getting older, and think about what that reveals about him and about our story's themes. Until next time, keep reading and keep working on your goals. Bye!